Morning, honey bees. How are you doing? So as you seen, I was getting the strawberries prepped, and you got to do strawberries and put them in the refrigerator before you do anything else because they have a whole different type of texture, and it takes a minute for that stuff to break down a little bit for it to be canned up. Okay. Next thing is, like I said, we're gonna be going through this book and picking out all the little favorite things that I like in here that I want on my shelf. So today we have a whole lot of fruit, frozen fruit, as you saw in my thumbnail, and we're going to be making a whole lot of different syrup. Okay, what you saw me do with the strawberries, that's pretty much what I did. I used a half a cup of sugar, and it's going to have 5 cups of water to that. After it sits in the refrigerator for 4 to 5 hours, you have to let it sit in there for it to break on down with that sugar on there, so it can kind of break it up and give you some juice. Okay, you got that's the ultralight, and then you got extra light, and that's 1 1/4 cups of sugar to 5 1/2 cups of water, and then it goes from light, medium, heavy corn syrup, or you can use honey. Okay, to fruiting your to make your syrup for your fruit. Okay, so like I said, go on Amazon, get you one of these books. You'll be happy you did. There's all kind of recipes on there. It's not very expensive, and you'll see where I was getting some of these recipes from. And then you can, after you get kind of that in your head, running through your head, and you're knowing what's in what, you'll be able to put your own little twist to it. And that's what I usually do. With that stuff, I look in there and I look and see. And if it's pretty much saying the same thing over and over again, then you can mix the fruit. They got a recipe in there for mixed fruit syrups, all kind of stuff, all different types of syrups. Peaches, the mixed fruit, raspberry, blackberry, cherry, pretty much all that if you want those type of fruits in syrup. For your fruit syrup for breakfasts and stuff like that. Okay, y'all, so the first thing I'm going to be working with are these pineapples right here, these pineapple chunks. I have 3 bags. I've already put 2 in here, and you do want to take them out so they can break down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, so they won't be so solid on you when you do get started, but you still want it to be good and cold. Okay, so we got 3 of these bags in this pot, and I'm going to show you what we do next. Okay, so what we're going to do is get this good. I got it like a shovel type of spoon. I don't know the proper name for it. I just call it a shovel because you don't want it to really just break up when you are mixing or getting this off in its juice. What this is going to do is going to break down, and that's the juice that you really, really want, okay? You're just going to add just a light syrup. That's what I do. I add a light syrup because some of this fruit is already sweet, okay? And like I said, I'm diabetic. Now, you do it the way you want to. If you like some real sweet fruit, by all means, go for it. Go for it. But I like to taste my fruit as well, too. That's why I'm doing an extra light syrup, okay? So your syrup or your water is going to be on the stove. You need to get you a good stock pot. That way you can put enough of your sugar water in there, because you're really not going to be using a lot of that water with your sugar, because this is eventually, it's going to break down. I don't know if you can see this on camera. You see all that juice? As a matter of fact, I'll bring it down even more so you can see what I'm talking about. See all that juice? That's a lot of juice. Now I'm going to just be using quart jars. I could probably only fit 1 quart jar to those 3 bags. It's probably going to fit maybe just 1 quart jar, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it because I'm putting fruit on there, and if I want to have more, you know what I'm saying, I'll get some more fruit. But what I have right now, since I'm out of pints, I'm using quart jars. So if I get any more fruit, then I'll just go back and use my pint jars. But right now, I got quart jars. So I'm just playing it by ear, and whatever is left over from the fruit like that, then it's going to be in one jar. I'm going to mix all the fruit together. But do you see that? That's a lot of juice. And that's pineapple juice. Another thing, if you don't want to use sugar water, then get you some pineapple juice that's not having any type of sugar in it. And I'll show you that. Okay, y'all, so you see this? I got this from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. Okay, this is 100% pineapple juice. There's no sugar added. You don't want no sugar added. You want it just plain juice. Just plain juice with no sugar in it. Because you're going to add your own, or you don't have to have it. You could just add more juice. So if I don't have enough juice and I don't want to use that over there, then I can use this because it's pineapple, if that makes sense. And just use just a little bit to top it off if I don't have enough, that I want in there. I could do equal amounts on here as far as in my juice. So you can do it any kind of way if you want it to be really fruity. You can get all type of juices and mix it with your fruit. It don't have to be just the same one with the same fruit, if that makes sense. It's 12. So just wanted to throw that out there because I will use this. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to use it. I am going to use it because I got pineapples and I love me some pineapples. And I'm going to show you a twist too. Another thing, I've been sitting here looking at this recipe book. Yeah, I'm going crazy with it because you can do so many things with it. So many things. So you got your pineapple juice, right? And let me show you something else. Okay, so to y'all drink lovers out there, okay, like your mixed drinks, or if you got a Corona and you know that grenadine, that red syrup that you put off in your Corona to make it taste good, kind of enhance the flavor of that Corona, you can do the same thing with this same recipe. You just adding like a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons to your fruit. They got in this recipe book that I'm telling you about that I want y'all to go get. It's got the spirited fruits in here, okay? Spirited fruits, where you can add your little kick to it, your rum, your sherry, your brandy, you know what I'm saying? All that, and you can put that in here with your fruit and can it up. So that way, if you want to have something like that in with your drink, then you can have it in your drink. While you're entertaining people and guests and stuff like that, you can take one up off the shelf, you can put that in another container, and you can have some, and that way they can put some in their drink and kind of spike it up a little bit, enhance the flavors of different drinks that you might be drinking out there, okay? Just a word of thought, just a word of thought. Now, I was looking, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking in my deep freezer, and I thought I had some more pineapple Amsterdam. But y'all, I had drank that already on my birthday. So, yeah, you already know. We ain't gonna even talk about it. You already know it's gonna be happening, right? You already know. So, that'll be a whole nother video, okay? And I'm not gonna even wait on my birthday to do that one, okay? But right now, we're gonna do this with the juice, okay? With the juice. Okay, honey bees, I'm gonna quit all that babbling, but I just wanted to give you some tips. That's why you need to get this book. And also, while I've been sitting here, as you notice, I've just been babbling, but not only have I just been babbling, this pineapple been sitting in this pot. The longer you let that pineapple sit, the more juice it's gonna make, okay? The more juice it's gonna make. Versus just throwing it in there, you're gonna have more juice, and you want as much juice as possible, right? And you want to try your fruit. Try your fruit and see if it's sweet enough to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's sweet enough for you, then just use that juice. If it's not sweet enough, then add your syrup. That's why I got that syrup right there. So that way, in case some of that fruit is not sweet enough, or have a little sweetness to it and it's just tart, and I don't do all that tart. Gotta have a little sweetener. Gotta have a little bit. But if it does not have that sweet effect for you, that's why you got that over there, okay? And you're adding your sugar to your amount that you like, okay, as far as how sweet you want it to be. Now, I tasted this pineapple. Y'all, it's real sweet. Sweet. And I love it. So I'm not gonna add no more sugar sweetener to this. I'm gonna add that pineapple juice that I told you about. It's gonna be real pineapple-y. Yes. So I'm gonna now quit talking. Oh yeah, before I start, make sure you have enough jars. If you got a lot of fruit, make sure you have enough jars that are good and washed with soapy water, okay? And rinse it off with hot water. And if your elevation time is peaking where it's more than 15 minutes, then it's going to sanitize on its own while it's going through its process. If it's lower, in the elevation where you're at, then you're going to have to sanitize them jars for like 15 minutes before you even put anything in them. Even after you washed it and washed and rinsed, okay? You still need to sanitize your jars. Sanitize those jars, y'all. Get them germs out. Okay, so right now I got 6 jars. The jars need to be hot, okay? They do need to be hot when you do that, okay? So that'd be good and sanitized. And you're going to take them out and they're going to be cooling as you're putting your fruit in. Because I'm going to do the raw pack. The raw pack is that my fruit is cool. And then after I take my jars and bring them over here. It'll be cooling down. And you want it to be a good, nice room temperature. And my water is on the stove. And you don't want it to be boiling. You want it to be hot as well. Okay? Hot as that. It could be hot, it could be warm, but not cold. You know what I'm saying? So that way it can work itself. And you want your pot to be good and warm. You know what I'm saying? Or hot or whatever, because everything is going to be coming around at the same temperature. Because when you put your pineapples in your jars, it's going to warm up with that juice or whatever you got going on in there. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, so let's get started. Now I got my hot jars right here, and they're cooling down. And I got my pineapple here. You're gonna need a ladler. You're gonna also need a debubbler, and you're gonna also need your handy dandy. Y'all already know what it is. My jar handler. Yes. Okay. So now we're getting ready to fill our jars up. And like I said, get enough jars because I have a lot of fruit. I have fruit that are sitting in bowls right now so that juice can just seep down off in there just like this pineapple. So I'm getting ready to show y'all what we're working with, okay? So I'm going to start on, I'm going to bring y'all closer. Give me a second. So y'all can get a good eye. How's that? Okay, so let's go. So I'm going to start back here so that way y'all can see how this is filling up. Okay, so putting on the pineapple. I love me some pineapple, y'all. Because I will be doing this again, but it will be off camera. I just want to show y'all what we can do right now. Because if I want more, I'll get some more. So we got the pineapple going. And don't forget that the strawberries are in the refrigerator as they're breaking down too. Okay, and you want a 1/2 inch headspace as well on this. And you can also, I ain't touching it. Nobody doing all that. And I ain't trying to burn my fingers. So you can kind of pat it down like this. And now knock it on down so that way you can see where you at. So I'm gonna need some more. Okay, to that 1/2 inch headspace, okay? So since I have a little pineapple left over, like I told you before, guess what? We're gonna save that. All right, we're gonna save that and we're gonna set this over to the side and I'm gonna show you what else I have. Okay, so now I have some mixed berries. With the mixed berries, you got raspberries and you got chunks of strawberries in that. And that was also in there. And do you see the juice? Let me bring it down some. I do not want to pour this out, but you'll see. Hold on. Let me bring it down. Right there. You see all that good juice? Yeah. Juice. Yeah, juice. Because that juice is going to be mixed in there too. It's going to cool down enough for me to touch it. Right. It'll cool down enough. And that juice is just steady breaking down. Bringing down the pineapple. Guess what? I guess I'm going to put some more pineapple in here, y'all. Some more. Give me a minute. Come here, girl. Let's get this pineapple. All right, let's see what else I can get in here. Let's put this on back over here. Let me tell y'all, when I tell you this pineapple smells good, it smells good. 1/2-inch headspace. Let's see. Like them chunks. Okay. And look, I didn't even have to put any more juice in here, y'all, because it's breaking down. It's breaking on down. Okay. I think 2 or 3 more pineapples can feed off in here. Ooh, baby. You know this is going to be a long video. You know it is. Okay. There it is. There it is. Ooh, ain't that pretty. Alright, so we got some of that left over. Okay, now I got my raspberries and my, it was raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries in this one, y'all. That sounds good. Let's see. I'm going to try one and see how sweet it is. Okay, this one we're going to add a little bit of sugar to it. That sugar water. Yeah, that's over there on the stove. So I'm going to throw them in here. But it's got some juice in here too. So, you know, that's a good thing. It's got some juice and everything in here. Look at here, y'all. Look at this. Ooh, this is going to be a beautiful mixture. Y'all see this? Okay, make sure it's a 1/2-inch headspace. Let's see. Put this over here. Not gonna burn my hands, y'all. Not doing it. Okay, we're gonna kind of pat it down some. Make some room. Yep. All right, go back. Want to get it to that 1/2-inch headspace. Yes. This is gonna be delicious. Can y'all imagine making y'all's pies and different stuff with this? You can make pies and stuff with this fruit, or like I said, you can just use it as a syrup. You know what I'm saying? A good berry syrup. And that's even better. Okay? Yeah. It's making some room. It's got its own juice. Be careful so you won't have to squish no berries, because you want to try to keep them intact as well. But you want to kind of debubble it a little bit because it's going to drop down. You see all that drop? All that drop. Okay, so we're going to put some more in here. I'm going to add some of this. A little bit of juice to it. And then I'm going to have some more juice added in there. You can also put your sugar off in there too. About a teaspoon or so. You know what I'm saying? Or a tablespoon. It all depends on how much sugar you want in it. And that way it will sweeten it as it's going in some hot water as well. Just make sure your water is good and hot when it's dissolved in there. So you won't have no chunks of sugar in your jars. Okay? So Remember, it's going to make its own juice. I don't have to have it all the way up. I'm going to do the same thing with this pineapple. I'm going to take some of that off the top because it's going to make its own juices. As you see, it's making its own juices. And so I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that way when I get ready to can this up, it'll bring its juices on up where it needs to be. Okay, so I had some of this left over, so we're going to work our way to the blueberries. Okay, and I'm going to show you what that looks like too. Okay, so remember I was telling you about the pineapple. We can take some of that pineapple out, and that way, while it's making its juices, you know what I'm saying, it'll work its way on up in here to where it needs to be at. Just like this right here. Okay? Now, set that right here. Uh-oh, my spoon. Now we're getting ready to do my blueberries. Okay, bring that on over here. Okay, I'm gonna fill this. See how many we're gonna get out of this. Let me try one of these, see if it's sweet. Now that's sweet. Yeah, some of these bags that you get now, don't get it twisted, y'all. Some of these berries are really sweet and some of them are not. Some of them are not. But I'm telling you, it's making its juices. We're going to be putting what's left over in some of these jars and have more of a mix. You know what I'm saying? More of a mix. Awesome. Awesome. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Give me a second. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Shake it down. I'll let you see how pretty it is. Look at that, y'all. You see that? I'm going to show you the rest of them. Give me a minute. So we're going to go ahead and keep working with this one. Because like I said, it's going to come into its juices. And it is. And I want to pour just some of it in here. Okay, I want to pour some of this juice in here. Because it do pay off. It do. It do. So we got some of those blueberries left over. And now I'm going to get the other one. And this one, it's got a lot of juice to it, y'all. This one right here is got a mixture of raspberries and blueberries, y'all. And it has, let's see, grapes too. Let me show you. You see that grape? You might cannot see it too good. I don't know, but you'll see it when I put the jar up here. And this got a whole lot of juice to it. Okay, so this is kind of cooling down a little bit. So I can pick that up, but I'm going to show you how pretty it is. You see how as it's breaking down, it's making its own juice. You see that, y'all? That is pretty. Y'all seen that pineapple. Look at that. Wee. And it smells so good. Okay, so we're going to move this over to the side. Jars are still warm. That's what you want. Okay, now we're getting ready to do this mixture right here. Work it. And this smells good too. And I want to say, these are not grapes. These are plums, y'all. Plums. So you can imagine what that is. Set this over here. Pat this down a little bit. Get some of this juice. Boy, they don't need a little bit. Yeah. That's what we want. That's what we want. Set this over to the side. Let's see where we at. You do not want to smash these beautiful fruit, but you do want it to kind of get the bubbles out of here, because this is a good syrup. Okay, a syrup. Okay. Okay. As a matter of fact, I think I would love to have some of this. Since it's got a little of those blueberries in there, I would like to have some of that juice in here with these blueberries over here on the end. So, yeah, because it doesn't have any, because it didn't make enough. I just want a little bit in here. Because, you know, like I said, I want to have a little sweetness to it. Okay? Alright, so we got those. Alright. And I'm going to show you what this one looks like right here. See those fruits? I'm going to put a little bit more. Put a little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to be able to put some of that sugar water over in here. Okay. Kind of tap it down some. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get this sugar water, and then I'm going to show you how we fill this up. I'm going to try to get a couple more before we put them over here. And okay, so I'm coming over here with some water. I didn't want to bring that big old pot because I wanted y'all to see. So this has sugar in it, y'all. You gotta make sure that water, that sugar is dissolved in that water and everything like that. Okay, where is my, there it is. My funnel. Because I want to make sure I don't spill nothing. Okay, so we're gonna put some off in here. That water is good and hot. Okay. Put some more in here. Half-inch headspace. Because it is going to make its own juice with this. So it ain't going to be like right at a half-inch. But it's going to be there. Okay, it's going to be there. You just want them covered. Okay. Now, y'all remember when I was telling you about the pineapple juice? For the pineapples? Okay, baby, that's what we getting ready to do. So we're going to shake this up really good. And we're going to put some of that pineapple juice in here. Make it more pineapple-y. Like, and it's so rich. Uh-oh, yes. Ooh, wait. Now we're going to debubble, y'all. We're going to debubble. Make sure your juice don't have no sugar in it. You can get all those different juices if you like. Yes, they have recipes for the juices too. But just think, if you wanted to mix it up and have a little bit of the pineapple taste in this with the other stuff, you know where I'm going with it. You know it's going to be fine. You know it's good. Okay, so we're going to debubble. Make sure that all the bubbles are up out of these jars like that, because you don't want that to have all that pressure in it either. So it's going to drop, you know. See, it's dropped. Okay, we're going to try these. Make sure you try not to smash your beautiful berries. You just go down the side of it, you know what I'm saying? Instead of right directly down the top, go down on the sides of it. Okay, see that has dropped too. I'm going to go do this one. And if you got strawberries, like I said, let them sit in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours so it can kind of break itself down through the juices and everything. That one did pretty good. And that way, we're getting ready to put some strawberries in these 2 jars that you see that I took out right here, and all that good jazz. Okay. All right. So now that those are debubbled and everything, and that's gonna rise as far as this one. Now we're gonna put our lids on these, and we're gonna go ahead and take them and put them over there, and we got these 2 to add to it. Okay, so I'm gonna put my strawberries in here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the lids on these, wipe down the jars with the vinegar on the rim, check your rims and all that stuff, and then we're gonna go over there. Okay. Okay, y'all. So you know I had to get my vinegar for the rims, and I also got my sugar water. I got some more sugar water. You don't want no cold sugar water because you'll just need enough in there so it can be good and hot. And that's what I'm getting. I'm just scooping it and putting it in my little measuring spoon. And that's what I'm doing. Okay. We're going to wipe these ribs. And make sure you're good and away from all that sugar that you had on here. And as you're wiping, you're also feeling for any cracks or anything like that on your rims. Okay. I'm just wiping it because I do not want to have none of that sugar and stuff like that on those rims like that. Because we want this stuff to seal. So that's why you wipe your rims. Okay. And I got some good sanitized lids and rims. And we're going to go ahead and put them on as well. Fingertip tight when you put them on. Might look like on camera that I'm squeezing real tight, but no, I'm really doing fingertip tight. And this one as well. And then here's the pineapple. Make sure they're good on there. And now look at this. Look at there. That's going to be some beautiful syrup. Look at that. Look at that fruit. Just pretty, dark and lush. And it's going to be really, really good. Really, really good. Look at that. And this pineapple, y'all. Look at this pineapple. Look at that. That's a beautiful yellow. Y'all see that? Okay, so I'm going to take them over there and we're going to start with these strawberries. Okay, y'all. So now we got these strawberries. And like you seen in the video, I had put some sugar on here. I went on and sprinkled me a little bit of light syrup. Light sugar on top. Put it in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours. Best, as long as you leave it in there, the more juices it's going to make. And that's what you want. So this is what we're going to have in these jars. Some strawberries. And we're going to see what we can come up out of that. Now, I'm looking for my ladle, and I know I had it. There it is. Okay. And here we go. We're getting ready to fill these up. Okay. Go ahead and put these strawberries in. And you know they're going to be already good and sweet. And don't worry if you had already did your syrup, because if you did your syrup, then you know everything else is going to be the same way. You know, like I did with these strawberries, my water has the same equivalent of sugar water as well. Okay. And get them on in there. And we're going to get them on down. Okay. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So we're going to get these on. These on in here. Yes. Strawberries are filling on up. this over to the side. We're gonna kind of pack this down some. Right, we're gonna pack it down some. And we're gonna try to debubble too. Okay. Put this on over there. This too. So when it's full like that, it's not really just full because it's still kind of packed down in here, and it's gonna still drop, continue to drop. Continue to drop. Okay. You kind of want it even down there as well on the sides or whatever, because you want it to look good. You don't want it to be floating and stuff like that. And let's put some more in here and see what we can get. Because I only have a little bit left, y'all. A little bit. And that's fine too. Because like I said, if you want more strawberries, go get you some. Go get you some. I'm going to go ahead and pour this off in here. You see the syrup is coming on in. It's going to drop. It's going to come through some more. Okay. Put this over to the side. And then we're going to kind of debubble it a little bit more because it had some of its own juices in here. And it is going to... It's gonna raise some more, y'all, because them juices. Yeah, those strawberries, it's gonna continue on making its own juices. Okay, and that's over here to the side as well. Okay, I'm gonna kind of pack it down a little bit. Pack it down a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna wipe the jars. Before we wipe the jars, we're gonna go ahead and add some of this hot sugar water to it. Just a little bit. Make sure it's good and hot. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Because it's going to make its own juices, okay? It's going to make some more of its juices. Yeah. Okay? And I can add... I want to make it a little darker. You can always make it a little darker if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Have some more kind of flavor. Look at there, y'all. Look. Can you see? Watch. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Feel all... It's got a couple of those little blueberries in it, too. And we do have a mixture over there, don't we? Yep. Sure do. Let's put some in there, just a little bit, not a whole lot. I like colorful things to make it colorful. Kind of get it in there. Yeah, brighten it up some. Kind of shake it up a little bit. Okay, and then we had that sugar water, and that was good and hot. Gonna add a little bit more to it. There you go. There you go. Yep. A little bit more. There it went. That went. There you go. All right. Now we're gonna wipe our jars, our lids. We're gonna get them over there to the counter too. So make sure when you wipe these, it's good and clean from this sugar water. Okay, make sure, because you do not want to do all this beautiful work and then some did not stay on there. You don't want that. You want to put it on the shelf and make it pretty. Okay, y'all, so that's that. All right, so now get my two lids and my bands. I'm going to go ahead and put them on. Fingertip tight. Okay. Yep. Fingertip tight. And you don't have to be in a hurry when you're doing this right here. You don't need to be in a hurry, just so that way you know you get it on there. Okay, fingertip tight, and now we're going to take them over there and then go ahead and process them. Okay, y'all, now you see you got them all in here. Aren't they pretty? Pretty. Just pretty. Got all those pretty colors in here. You got your water ready. You got everything ready. Now you're going to put the top on. Make sure nothing is touching. Get it on down in here. Ooh-wee, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Got it on here. Make sure your venting's in the back and not in the front where it's going to be burning your eyelashes and your eyebrows and your face off. You want that in the back. You want it kind of lined up, the logo, Fruit Saver, in the front, along with your dial up here, your thermostat and everything. You want everything to be in its place. And after everything is in its place, make sure it's on the eye, good and even. And now you want to turn your dial up to where you, because you do this so many times, you know exactly where it's going to be at. So now my elevation, where I'm at, is up there. Okay, it is up there in the elevation. So that means this is going to take 25 minutes to process. Okay, and then I'll come back after I get everything done. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how many I was able to get with. Okay, family, so you remember when I was sitting here telling you, let me move you on up. Let me move you on up. When I was sitting here telling you what type of, I thought it was a grape, and then I went to a grape to plum. No. I forgot I had it over there, y'all. So this is what was in there. Okay, so the first one we had is the Melody, okay? This Melody mix, okay? And can you read that? It's got strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Okay, that was that Melody mix. Okay, and then I turned around and I used the pineapple chunks. Okay, y'all remember the pineapple chunks? And so here's the cherries. That's what that was. Cherries, y'all. Cherries. Okay, and then I had some blackberries, and I also had some blueberries as well. And I also got another video coming up because I had some blackberries in my garden, y'all. And I'm not using it for this right here. That blackberries is going to be some jam, okay? I'm going to make some blackberry jam. I have some aunties. I have one auntie that loves that blackberry jam. And I told her I was going to make that as I'm doing this right here, this series. And I'm going to take y'all along and show y'all how I make my jams and my jellies, okay, from using fruit and fruit juice, okay? So y'all be ready for those videos too, because the fruits are still going to be coming, okay? Fruits will be still coming. Now, you might have some other videos before then, but believe me, it's coming. I don't know when. It's in there. It's just whatever comes out, kicks out, okay? So you get ready and look for those videos to come out too. The jams and the jellies and how to make it with fruit juice or with fruit and all that good stuff without having to use any of that pectin, honey. Without any of that pectin. Okay? So, what we're getting ready to do now, since we had some of that leftover goodness, we're going to put all that together. Okay? We're going to put them all together. So, I'm going to put my little pineapples in with that Melody and all that good stuff. We're going to mix all that together. All of that. Yes, all of it. Putting all that together because I want to taste all them good juices and burrs. All of that. So, got all that going on. And we're going to be putting all that in. Okay, set this over to the side. And now we got it all in this big bowl. Bring it on down so you can see. Because I want y'all to see. I want you to see. Okay, so you see all them shit. Look y'all. You see all that? I'm going to bring you up. I'm going to bring you on up. I'm going to bring you up. I promise. You see all that? See all that juice? Those are natural juices. And guess what? And all of it is going to go into a jar. Yes. So I'm going to get what I have. I have some more jars. Yes, I do. And we're going to see what we can get out of this right here. So that can go over into there. And when I get all of this done, I promise you, y'all, when I get all this done, you will see the whole finished product, the whole thing. Okay, y'all, so remember, when you take them out, you want to check and see if everything is sealed after 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours, okay? And if it's sealed, that means it can go on the shelf. If it's not sealed, then you're going to have to put it in your refrigerator or wait 24 hours until you can process it again, okay? Don't mean it went bad or anything like that. You can save it and do it again and put it up on your shelf. Okay, the next thing you want to do is label and date. Okay, label and date it so that way you'll know what you got on your shelf. All right. Okay, y'all. All the fruit is done. Until the next time, you'll be seeing how to make some jams and jellies. Okay, so if you like this video that I gave you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment as well. And if you like this content, I know it was long, but if you liked it, because I want to be informative on what you're missing out, what you could be doing, okay? All of that good jazz, stay with this channel because I'm going to show you some stuff, y'all. I'm going to show you some stuff. So if you liked it and everything like that, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. All right? Leave a comment down below. And y'all have yourself a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.